a very controversial subject today, talking about that pie in the sky scam that been orchestrated by foundational black American preachers for the last umpteen years. You know what I'm saying? From since the plantation to just this last Sunday, running this scam down on people. People want to talk about a scam. That's one of the biggest scams in the history of humanity. Foisted on black America, foundational black Americans, by foundational black Americans. Ain't saying nothing. I had to stay on them. I'm gonna stay on them because it is the truth. Selling niggas wait while you giving up your rent money, your light money, your water money, food money, everything that all your necessities and shit. In being taught that you doing what the Lord wants you to do. This is taught by the Lord that you come and give your tithe, your tithes, which is 10% in all of this shit. You know, and you on your knees already begging and scraping and shit, trying to make ends meet. And the Reverend take all that money and go get him a Cadillac, go get him some Nah later Gators, and tell you why he rolling around in Mercedes Benz and Cadillacs and all of this. Say you gonna get yours when you die. When you get to heaven, you gonna be in the mansion. You ain't gonna be one. I'm gonna be in the mansion down here. You gonna have to wait till you get to heaven to get your mansion. You gonna have to wait till you get to heaven to get your mansion. So that's the pie in the sky. But all while you down here, you taught to struggle. That's what they teach you to do. They teach you to struggle while you're down here. Struggle religion. You know, and it's honorable. It's honorable to struggle. You see, they tell you it's honorable to struggle. Yeah, you got to struggle like Jesus. Jesus was struggling. Running from city to city. Getting handouts from the people. You know, this is what he did, and so this is honorable to And they say is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven. So they teaching you that don't get rich, but they rich. The goddamn pastor got a goddamn jet, got a whole goddamn car. You got a car garage, look like a rapper, or some big athlete. 6 and 7 cars. Creflo Dollar had two Bentleys, and all type of Mercedes Benzes and shit, you know, big ass mansion with a damn helicopter pad in the back of it. So motherfucker had a helicopter, had a plane, this is what they teach, but they tell you it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven. So this is what they teach you. So this is crippling, this ideology, and that's it's crippling. That's why a lot of other people didn't, they like fuck that ideology. They didn't came over here and got into America's pockets. You could say they scam, but goddamn it, the United States didn't scam. They didn't scam Africa and the world out of their resources. Then scam Africa and the world out of their resources. And so, as far as the Africans is concerned, it's fair game. So whatever they got over here and they got out of America, it probably still was just a drop in the bucket compared to what the West and America has gotten out of Africa. Over there drilling oil, all the diamonds, the gold, the plutonium, the uranium, the cobalt, and all the precious minerals and shit that they've been getting up out of Africa, food and everything else. So it was just and so these people fuck the pie in the sky. We want our shit now. No, God is in you. God is in you. I don't. It ain't nothing up in the sky gonna deliver you. You know, you are part of the cosmos. That's what I believe. You are a part of creation. You ain't gotta pray to shit. The God you looking up there is in here. You ain't got to look up. It's in here. You know. You are God. You are an aspect of God. And so if you're looking for God, find him in here. You can't find him in here, you ain't gonna find him out there. I tell you that. Once you find him in here, then you'll understand that all of this is connected. You know, you it is all, but you got to find them here first. But if you looking out there and you don't find them in here, you ain't gonna never find it. You see, that's where we so all that pie in the sky and talking about get yours. Why when you die and go to heaven, God gonna have you a Mercedes Benz truck waiting on you at the pearly gates, gonna have you a mansion. And I say, man, do y'all even hear the shit that they teaching y'all? This the reverend right there in your on your block that been teaching you this pie and this white Christianity slave shit. Not all of it, but they have. It's like when you lay landmines. They're just like over there in the Strait of Hormuz. They done lay landmines. So if you go into the Bible, yes, there is some information that's holy. It's some information that you could use to your upliftment. But there's a lot of landmines also in that Bible. And when you step on them motherfuckers, you're going to lose a leg. You're going to lose a body part, nigga. You're going to lose a part of your spirituality and your consciousness. You see, it's going to cripple you. So you have to be aware of a lot of that shit. Teaching you that you're going to get you a mansion. I said, well, nigga, I thought when you die, we spirits and shit. How in the fuck you gonna have a mansion and shit? And then they show you this big ass mansion and shit. And then it got doors on it. I say, well, I'm thinking to myself, ain't we spirits? What the fuck is a door on the mansion in heaven? What the fuck do you do? Do you stick a key in the door and open the door, or you just walk through the motherfucking door? Is you a ghost, or what the fuck you need a? I mean, they showing you a mansion in heaven, and then and I'm thinking to myself, you got a door, you got a gate around the motherfucker. What do you do when you come to the gate? Do you open the gate up, walk through the gate, and do you got a toilet stool in that motherfucker? Do spirits take a shit, take a piss? You know, they giving you all this because they want you to believe in this heaven. That you gonna have this when you die. So you got to pay into, God. So when you get into heaven, you get your goddamn mansion. But you ain't gonna get it here. That's what the preacher said. I'm gonna get it here. They didn't fleece black America, man. But they didn't did the same shit in Africa. They didn't did the same shit in Africa. They didn't fleece these people all around. So when people get to talking about an ethnogenesis, ain't really no goddamn ethnogenesis. Nigga, y'all believe in the same white Jesus, nigga, that they believe in all around the world. Believe in the same white Jesus. Y'all better wake up to this shit, man. They've been fleecing you. This has been the biggest scam, spiritual scam, stealing your soul. It's it's one thing to steal a nigga money, but damn, they fleecing you for your money and your soul. They done stole your goddamn spirituality. They done stole your spirit. They done guided you in a way that you will never evolve spiritually. You stay, you know what I'm saying, in where you in a deficit all the time, and you stay having to pay out to get out of this deficit. You know why I stay talking about FBA? Because FBA stay talking about Pan-Africanism. Don't bring your ass over here and say shit to me. Talking about I stay talking about FBA. They stay talking about Pan-Africanism. I didn't even know what no fucking FBA is, nigga. Don't bring your ass over here talking about I always talk about some fucking FBA. They always talking about pan and ain't even talking about Pan-Africanism. Don't bring that weak shit over here, nigga. Half of them niggas, majority of them niggas over there ain't never read a book from Pan-Africanism. You understand what I'm saying? So you a bunch of fucking liars. And anybody can say otherwise, prove me wrong, nigga. The fuck you come over here talking crazy for? Talking about cutthroat. And niggas didn't put a niggas during the 80s, niggas damn near wiped out black America. Talking about cutthroat. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's what's wrong with y'all niggas. Y'all don't want to look in the mirror and deal with the shit that you do. Soon as a white police kill a goddamn nigga, everybody want to march. But when these niggas are shooting black people down every fucking day in the streets, you bitch ass niggas don't say shit. Shut the fuck up. Account for the shit you doing, nigga. Account for the shit you doing. Ain't no more cutthroat a nigga than a FBA. How many motherfucking niggas, black Americans, killed their own people during the crack era? Nigga, please, stop it. Stop it. Save me. I seen it for my damn self. You say what I think about Reverend Al Sharpton. I don't. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't think nothing of Al Sharpton, cause I don't think nothing. I ain't saying nothing negative or positive, either or. I ain't never kept up with Al Sharpton. He was in New York. He did a couple of things for Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark. You know what I'm saying? He had property in New York, and when they needed Al, he let Dr. Ben and them use Dr. Clark used his properties to have functions and things of that nature. So on that aspect, but I heard he was snitching and shit on you know, but from my understanding, he snitched on the mafia or something. And I don't know. And they saying that shit is 100% validated. Yeah. But anyway, family, don't come over here talking about you always like y'all ain't talking about. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. See, but I get enough blows in the nigga mouth. See, I know how to go in the motherfucker mouth, with the truth. And so now you acting like y'all. If you throwing blows, don't come crying. I don't like that weak shit, man. If you gonna throw the goddamn blows, then be a man about that shit. Don't get to crying when I take, cause I don't put no gloves on, motherfucker. I come bare knuckles. You see what I'm saying? I come bare knuckles with this shit. So don't come crying when you sitting up there on that fallacy shit, and then motherfucker show you in the mirror. You keep talking about the cutthroat. They ain't killing niggas over here. Niggas killing niggas over here. Yeah, you nigga, look in the mirror. Sad. Anyway, appreciate y'all, man. I'm out of here for this evening. I appreciate y'all coming in. I see people's is coming in. I might stay a couple minutes. I'll stay a couple more minutes because the thing is, like I say, you know, it ain't like I ain't been on top of niggas here. I've always see the thing is FBA is some new group that just pop up, but the same niggas was a goddamn Hebrew Israelite. They was a fucking Moor. They was a fucking Muslim. They was just a gangster nigga. And I been on they head. Now they think because they say they FBA somehow that changes the reality of the shit that they been doing to the black community for the last 100 motherfucking years. And all of a sudden, just because you say, I'm a good nigga, nah. Oz FBA, you the same nigga you was 2 days ago, nigga. You ain't gonna fool me. The fuck is wrong with you? I've been on you niggas' head. The hell you talking about? Yeah, they know what the fuck it is. Acting like somehow I just got on their head. Nigga, please. Now you gonna put a mask on. He can't see it's me. It's you, nigga. It's the same ass shit you niggas is doing and don't wanna account for. Nobody wanna account. Even though we could go on the news every day, they keep talking about a cutthroat nigga. And then I turn on the news, niggas robbing old ladies, shooting grandmamas and shit, granddaddies and shit. Who doing that? That's your bitch ass, nigga. Shooting, killing all these black babies and don't want to account. Talking about a cutthroat nigga overseas and you the cutthroat nigga right here on the block. Man, miss me with all that shit, nigga. Account for your motherfucking sins. You can't take the speck out your brother eye till you take that motherfucking log out of your eye. Take the log out of your eye, nigga. You say, how do you handle depression and anxiety? Tell the truth. Free yourself from all them lies that you try to hide inside. You say how to get rid of depression and anxiety? Tell the truth. Get all them lies you storing in your spirit and soul and set yourself free. You see what I'm saying? Deal with the demons inside. You know, that's all that depression and all that anxiety. That's all the you know, all them goddamn lies and sins and shit stored up in the motherfucker soul. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. You feel me? And quit eating all that garbage. Another lie. Another scam. Another scam. All that goddamn McDonald's and all that goddamn burger, Murder King, McMurder burgers and goddamn white caskets and all that shit. Yeah, you know, rallies, alleys. Just take the R off of it. Alleys. That's all you eating in the alley, nigga. Yeah, yeah. KFC. Yeah, KFC ain't even chicken. They them niggas they ain't even feeding nigga chicken. Them goddamn pigeons. Them ain't even them motherfuckers ain't even real birds. Them ain't even real birds. The goddamn China man been serving you pigeons for the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Rat meat. You talking about almond chicken and you in there eating rat meat. You know? Yeah. Anyway, man, I'm done, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Cat. Yeah. Cat stew. Yeah, and all that shit. I see y'all in a minute. I know. Yeah, I know you're mad, nigga. Take your punk ass on. Take your punk ass on. I know you're mad. Yeah, I know you're mad. Yeah. We in the house, fam. Family coming in and shit. I stay in but I can't stay in no more. I didn't reach I didn't reach the topic, the pie in the sky. And half of you niggas just got out of church Sunday. You know you did. And you know when y'all went to church, y'all seen that white Jesus in your Bible. You ain't got no black Jesus, nigga. You know you ain't. You went there and that big Neanderthal Jesus is sitting right there all over your walls, right there in your church. And you know it to be true. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Click that link down there. As soon as I said something about that church, you see the numbers went down. They say, uh-oh, 10:20. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's still early there. Yeah, it's still early. We 2 hours ahead of y'all. See y'all in a minute. Click the Patreon link. Get over there. Too Raw for YouTube. General SETI Etsy. One Stop. Get over there. Get some of that classic material. Black Pop. 12. Okay. See y'all tomorrow.